Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all.
Hello, one and all.
We do decree that we are back on Manly Voices,
My name is Evan.
also known as the Duke of Ankles.
I'm back again with Lady Gabs and Torbjorn.
The royal jester Torbjorn.
Next to the couch.
Yes. That's good.
I'm just
Anyway.
like, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Anyway, we're packing Danganronpa.
We're packing
We're
Danganronpa.
packing it tight.
We're packing.
Packing it away because we're close to finish
Don't.
with this game.
Don't
What? What?
talk about being done with this game.
Well, yeah, of course I want this to last forever.
Aww.
But anyway, what was I
We're
saying?
back again with Danganronpa.
We're back in Danganronpa. So we just got thrown down the fucking garbage.
In other news,
The best way to start this. We're trashed, literally.
Yeah.
Not trashed, but
Well,
like I'm getting there.
Yeah, but
We're kidding.
It's not a work night.
Yeah. So we got thrown down the garbage chute because we were saved by execution from execution by Alter Ego. And
Which was a nifty turn of events.
and we've been out here for I don't know, like a day.
Like literally a day, and Makoto's always already like, I'm starving to death.
And then Kyoko just fell down the chute and was like, "Here's
Yeah,
some
like
bread
out
and
of
water.
nowhere.
You're welcome. Don't call me trash, you
Fucking whore.
cuck."
You cuck.
I still
What
don't
does
quite.
cuck actually
Yeah, I
mean?
don't quite know what that means
I just
either.
like it as an insult, but I don't know what it means. And
We
I
should
feel
probably look it up at some
Let's do a
point.
cursory
as to
Google search
avoid.
after this episode's over.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway,
so let's talk to Kyoko
Fucking
now
3
that she's
minutes
down
in,
here
we're gonna
with us.
We're gonna start the game.
Yep.
But Kyoko, that's you.
Kyoko,
Biokio.
why'd you come here to rescue me?
To pay a debt, or no, to atone.
Oh, jeez, the microphone's.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's like that.
flaccid.
It's like that, is
It's
it?
totally gone flaccid.
no, great.
Oh my god, I swear this
Hang
doesn't
on.
happen to me all the time.
Me neither. Hang on, one and all.
Hang on, one and all.
Oh, hanging on real tight.
Oof.
And now we're good.
Now it's not flaccid
Okay.
anymore. Good thing we hung on so tight.
We did.
I said that already.
Yes. You said the line, rather.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Atone.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
So you knew that I knew.
I knew
And-
that you knew that I knew that you
Hello, one and all.
Grace
Oh
is
my
here
gosh!
too.
Hi, Grace.
I just came back from my tinkle.
She had a nice little pity potty.
Oh, thanks, Gab.
No, wait, I mean, like,
No, yeah,
Yeah.
she was not pitiable while she was pottying.
yeah, like a poop pop.
It was a rather respectable tinkle.
Yeah, it was really dignified.
Yeah, very much so.
Thank you.
Anyway.
I washed my goddamn hands.
There
Do you like
go.
my soap dispenser?
Yes.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah,
I
sometimes
got.
I have to like finagle with the.
Yeah, I
with
got it
the
at Goodwill, but it's
Much
like.
finagling.
anyway.
Is had.
But even though I
This
knew,
will be talked about later.
that's the theme of this entire recording session. By the
Pretty
way.
much.
Na, 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 na.
Even though I knew.
I said that already.
You. Fuck, damn it.
I abandoned you.
Don't
Torbjorn's
say
like,
that.
No, you didn't.
You didn't abandon
I would never. Don't even talk about abandoning Torbjorn. I'll start crying right now.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yay, look at him.
Ego boy. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same to you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but it was totally Byakuya's fault.
It's time to get that bitch executed.
Seriously! There was a reason that I had to survive, no matter what the cost.
Oh, why are you over there?
Because I wanted to hang out with Torbjorn.
Okay.
Oh, Torbjorn, go get on
get
the
her.
couch.
Go get her. What did you have to survive?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
No
everything.
more secrets? Secret. She's got
Got
some
a
secrets.
secret. I am the modern man.
I'm a robot. Ultimate robot.
The reason I had to
becomes a
survive.
That's a character in the later game.
Ultimate robot.
Yeah.
That's so silly. Look at my effing dog. He's so cute on that other couch.
Like his name is like a serial number or digits, but everyone calls him Kibo.
That's so cute. Anyway, the reason I had to survive is that I can do what I came to this school to do.
I have to dance.
I was hoping you'd say that. I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason.
So you have a reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
That's what I just said! That's right, at least I did. Once.
Once.
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
You'd forgot? But that's...
I had no memory of what my purpose was.
No memory? That's impossible.
Amnesia?
Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Do you remember, Makoto?
No, your memories don't come into me. Like,
That's not how that one
Yeah.
works, honey. Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
the first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, then when I woke up, I was trapped here.
I fainted too. And then when I woke up, noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten.
Is your own backstory boring you, Kyoko?
Excuse me. Wine just makes me yawny. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget about that?
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
I don't think, I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
If I did that, and we'd all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Well, don't make too big of a deal out of it. Shit!
Jeez.
It's just a possibility!
God,
Damn!
Makoto, quit jumping to conclusions.
That sounded a lot like Taka.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
I'm triggered as fuck.
I'm sorry.
But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind? One of us? If she believed that, then of course she shouldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
You're simple. So blissfully, painfully simple.
And because of that, you were the least likely to be the mastermind.
So true. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just my intuition, but...
You just shat yourself too much for you to be the mastermind.
Yeah, right off the bat, right on day one.
There's like a cute little Death Note comic I found on DeviantArt one time where Light just acted really stupid in front of L all the time. He's like, I suspect you're Kira. What's a Kira? The mass murderer who, what? Oh no, where? And he like hides behind his desk kind of thing. And then then later on L's like, fuck it, there's no way he can be Kira. He's just too stupid to come up with such brilliant plans and stuff. And then later on he's just writing in his notebook like la-di-da-di-da.
I cannot believe. That sounds about right.
That's
I'm surprised Light wasn't smart enough to think of doing something like that. I think his ego's too big.
There was also, like, they made a different, good amount of comics. I wish I remembered who the name was so I can give them credit. It was a long time ago, though. But, there was another one where they were, like, hosting a game show, and Misa was a contestant.
Aww.
And then L straight up asked her who Kira is, and then she's like, oh, Light-kun! And then as he's getting arrested, he's just, like, seething and twitching and stuff, staring at Misa. He's like, I did good, right? I answered correctly, right? Are you proud of me?
Oh,
Kinda
bless
thing.
her.
It's really funny.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here. It's just like the dream I had before. Why did that just happen?
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Probably. Or it's cancer.
Oh.
Even now.
Just out of nowhere, Makoto's got cancer.
That's the big twist. Everyone was
Ass
warning
cancer.
me.
That's
And
why he keeps shitting himself.
Everything's coming full circle now. Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. Miss Mingo, are you gonna go cuddle with Grace?
Well, it seems that way, isn't it? Oh my gosh, she's making her way.
She might.
She's
Or
gotta-
she's trying to get on my kitchen counter. Either one.
She might come across the top of the couch and like come down to her,
Yeah, maybe.
just as to not get in the way of Torbjorn.
I love that Grace calls my cat Mango Salsa Mongoose.
Yeah.
Oh, he's called Mungo.
Mungo!
Kind of-
Transformed into Mongoose.
Hmm.
I know I never asked you for help right away, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality.
Okay,
Is that it? Okay. I
that's
guess-
our whole...
You said you have a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
I think that's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Ooh, this is what I've been waiting for.
What do you think it is before we go?
She's got to have been some sort of like, oh gosh, some sort of like ME, like something that would make her cool around bodies.
Yeah, like a corpse, like the
Like Ducky from NCIS.
the morgue person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medical examiner.
All right. You mentioned your ability.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. The ultimate detective.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I remember long ago I accidentally slipped and you were like, "Who's Kyoko again?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know, the detective girl." And I'm like, and that made. I'm glad you didn't make anything of it at the time because I was like, "Shit, I
No.
shouldn't have said that."
No, there's so much of all of our playthroughs because most of the games we play, you've played before yourself. And you always like pseudo let something slip, but
I
I'm
do
never
wanna play
paying
more-
enough attention.
I do want to play more games on the show where I have no idea, so that way
Yeah.
my reactions are more genuine.
I'm the ultimate detective.
The ultimate detective.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school.
Who?
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, Nadir.
The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? He's so frantic.
Why?
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
He's my father.
Because he's my father, I mean.
I am your father,
Kyoko
Kitty Kitty.
That's fucked.
What?
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Can you imagine now, knowing that now, and being like, oh, the mastermind might be controlling Monokuma, and Monokuma's like, oh, little Kyoko, my pride and joy, my little girl, kind of
Ew,
thing.
ew,
Yeah, no, I don't
ew.
like that idea at all.
Nope, nope, nope.
Come to Papa Kuma!
Gross. You nasty, first of all. You need Jesus, second of all.
Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
Flashback. I'll find a way.
Huh?
Whoa, goddamn.
God.
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
A monster brewing in the depths.
Yeah, something like that. Dang, you're gassy today, dude.
It's the beer.
It's the beer.
The burr.
No matter what the cost. Kyoko, what's going on? Ugh.
Now you're gassy.
Now I'm gassy.
Yay.
My memory hadn't come back at that
Let's call her
point.
Gassy Gabs.
Gross.
No, don't make me snort.
Oh, are you a snorter?
I am a snorter
You're a little
at
snoopy
times.
snorter. That's so
I don't
cute.
do it all the time, okay? It's okay.
You're like that. You're like Kristen Wiig. Like, no, don't make me snort.
What is that from?
It's this like Saturday Night Live thing where she's just like, "Don't make me sing, don't make me sing," and nobody's saying anything, and she's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna sing."
Now that makes me think of one with Justin Timberlake where everyone
It's
wants
like,
him to
"Oh,
sing.
you want me to sing?
You want me to sing?
He's like, "Oh gosh, I'm gonna have a good time."
Gonna have to do my suit and tie. Let me measure your seriously, I need to measure your inseam. Anyway.
Anyway, my memory hadn't come back at that point. But what he said, when he said that, I felt strange. Makes perfect sense now. Of course, it's my whole purpose for coming here with.
Is it kind of bad that like all of your like the spittle coming from each lisp sound you make is like it's like falls onto my arm and I'm like, oh, that's refreshing.
I know it's exactly
This
that.
recording session needs to end. Jeez.
It's
Oh,
exactly
goodness.
that warm in here.
Oh yes.
Anyway,
It makes perfect sense. You read this.
Nice, fresh spittle.
That makes sense.
But listen.
Oh, goodness.
Listen. Listen, Makoto. Just fucking listen.
I'm listening.
For once in your goddamn life.
You're the only one here to listen to.
I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding.
We're just friends.
Oof. I said the headmaster wasn't the Mr. Mind, but I didn't say that.
He's just like, yeah, go on.
Okay. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers were dumped on the floor.
That's rude. It could have at least consolidated them, like take them out to a dinner first.
Aww.
And just dump them on the floor.
Oh. Wow. Pour one out for the drawers dumped on the floor.
Please don't actually pour it.
I'm not gonna pour
Okay,
anything.
good.
This is my house. Why would I pour anything out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I prefer for exactly that purpose, maybe.
Yeah. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
And I also found this in the room.
Is this some kind of map?
Huh. It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy.
Didn't she already have that though? Like at the very beginning when we
Yeah.
we were all trapped here.
I don't think so.
She had some kind of map.
I don't.
She was
think
like, "That's
so.
how we know we're here at Hope's Peak instead of some other location."
Oh,
Right?
shit! We should go through and watch a couple of our early episodes of this.
Yeah.
I feel like there's things that are there are threads that are getting tied together now that I'm dead ass just missing.
Yeah.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. Found the headmaster's room along with Muguru's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check. And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean.
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, that moment I saw it, I realized whatever is going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. That's it?
More than what we found in the classroom on the fifth
Fifth floor? Yeah, seriously, because that was flubberknocked.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I can't explain it. You need to see for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get the chance soon enough if we survive this.
It sounds like it must be important and really ominous.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna talk to you one more time, I think, right?
Yeah.
There were no cameras.
Oh,
or
no.
monitors.
Which is why I had no idea what's going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know, you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
I stole the key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
Exactly.
Minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak at your discretion.
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in.
It's so funny how they're so obsessed with following... Why they're obsessed with following the rules, rather. Is it because they're broadcasting to the rest of the world?
Well, I think it's because they wanted to create a situation where they could, like, fully explore the human condition, and if they were poking and a prodding, like, I feel like it was rules for themselves.
That makes...
Because
yeah.
they're the person that thinks up something like this is the person that wants to micromanage and control everything,
Right.
which is why they had a Sakura. And so the rules like that are probably in part to prevent them from doing anything and to just let things play out organically.
That would make sense for that kind of scenario, yeah.
Because, like, this is a person who is, like, a psychopath and not thinking rationally.
We'll have to go into another in-depth conversation like this once we actually find out who the
Next time
mastermind is.
on Manly Voices.
Well, actually, I want to see if we can get to the end of the chapter in this episode.
Okay,
So
we got 5
let's-
minutes.
Let's keep going.
We got 5 minutes. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use a class trial to do it.
Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikosaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, when we were attacked in the...
Yeah, you mean the cutscene that they showed us 17,000 times?
during the night.
In the dark of the night, evil will find her. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
Ooh.
Okay, Arya Stark. I can hear the god of death as he moves.
She's just got like a death note.
Seriously.
She's got like Ryuk hanging behind her.
Yeah.
It's just like, here, find an apple among this garbage pile while I talk to this
I'm
idiot.
sure he could find one, if anyone. That ability naturally draws me into cases like
Yeah.
this.
The idea of the god of death is kind of interesting to me. Ah, damn it, I want to talk about this, but I don't want to derail the episode again.
It's so easy.
It really is.
Anyway,
Anyway,
which is exactly what happened to you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor.
a white shadow.
A white shadow? A red-white shadow?
A red, white, and blue shadow?
No? I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. Let's make sure
the
we
white-
show that.
It was their coat. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
Did she really, like, fight her off?
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead, but she didn't kill them. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use a class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the Mastermind, right?
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if true. It means the Mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The Mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just the Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but they seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
Means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking about...
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
Make no mistake. They're the root of all of the evil that forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. That's it for Chapter 5.
Oh my gosh.
No one died this time. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Wow. To be continued
That's refreshing.
indeed. Yeah, wowza. We got
Wow.
Dream Island Rocket
Oh my
as a
gosh.
present. All right, let's save our data and then end this episode. Holy shit, we're on the last chapter now, Gabs.
And you thought we weren't gonna get through it all.
I really had my doubts, but
We really pulled it together.
the end goal is in our sights.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And we've got a whole other long day of recording ahead of us.
I'm so ready.
All right.
That's so amazing. All right, thank you.
Hello, nope.
That's the wrong.
That's the wrong side of the episode.
Thank you everybody so much
Thank
for
you, one
watching.
and all.
If you like this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also leave a comment on what other voice adventures you'd like us to do next. Until next
next
time,
time.
bye.